On a wonderful fall afternoon in the state of Texas, the roof is open, and we've got football from NRG Stadium in Houston. Today, we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the Tennessee Titans and the Houston Texans. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. Here come the Titans for their first possession on offense, and leading them out in his fourth season with the team, 10th overall in the NFL, Ryan Tannehill. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Derek Stingley picks it, and they will score a pick six for the Texans TD.
That's interference. Defense.
So call off the pick six.
Everything looked right. It looked like it was in their favor. Returned it for a touchdown, as you just described. But instead, the penalty for interference nullifies everything.
Tannehill on first down. And Woods has it complete. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that will bring up second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on. And I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle, and they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you won't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
The Texans here on third down, putting an extra defender in the secondary. Tannehill. That's complete to Treylon Burks. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. The Titans at 500 and 3-3 through the season's first 6 weeks. But Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
The numbers on the ground for Henry last week. North of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good, too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
Second down, they go again with Henry. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for first.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
And that's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish it as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards on the play.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to two people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
A first down carry for Henry. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Titans will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Bullock good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. That time a 9-play drive, and Derrick Henry able to finish it off with a touchdown run. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. As the Texans offense runs out, we get a peek at the man under center. Second-year quarterback Davis Mills out of Stanford.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost.
Yeah.
How does he eliminate that one interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver?
Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. He'll take it past the 40 to the 41, second down. The numbers on the ground for Pierce last week. 16 carries, 62 yards.
They've lost a bunch of games in a row now. They've got to start thinking a little bit differently, maybe a little bit outside of the box. Find other ways to move the football. I don't know if you're going to do it through the air or maybe change up how you establish your run game.
And Pierce gets it again on second down. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. First and 10, it's Pierce. And some space here. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That good for 22 and a first down.
Dameon Pierce is such a fun guy to watch as a runner. He can make a guy miss 1 second and then power through a defender the next. Never had a 100-yard game while at Florida, but I expect more than a handful here in the NFL.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Now, during that run, an injury here. We've got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Throwing, Mills. Here's Johnson with a reception. Touchdown, Texans. Tyler Johnson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Texans are an extra point away from drawing level. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And we spotlight Derrick Henry now. And you see his numbers from a week ago. He was up over 100 yards then, and he's already hit pay dirt here once in this one.
We always talk about quarterbacks and receivers getting into rhythm, right? Really feeling good, finding each other downfield. I think running backs operate the same way. They can hit a good rhythm and a good stride, and he's carrying it over from last week.
And he'll get this up just shy of the 30. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on first down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. First carry of the game for Hassan Haskins. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Second down, and they go back to Haskins. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. Over the middle into the hands of Burks. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Off play action, Tannehill. Going across the field, he finds Phillips. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 24-yard line. Tannehill. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Rolling to his left. That's to Burks, and he's got it. Touchdown, Tennessee. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Titans have taken the lead. So that's the rookie's first trip to the end zone, and I think it's safe to say one he'll always remember.
Oh, without a doubt. That one is going to be imprinted forever. And nowadays, we're seeing rookies make a greater impact at that position at receiver than ever before. I think mainly because of the sheer volume of footballs that they catch in college.
Oh, I was just about to say he had missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Takes it at the 7. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
Ready for the second quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. A run for Pierce out of the gun. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. This offense is a group ranked 30th on the ground, and those are the kinds of runs that have earned them that spot.
Yeah, dubious distinction, right? Because no one wants to be in that position, and no matter what your style of play, you want to be known as a team that can run the ball when you need to.
After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, here's Mills. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 32-yard line. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards to play. Pierce takes it straight ahead. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mills to the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feed down complete. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Mills. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Back to the ground with Pierce. And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Mills throw pulled in by Tate. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Well, this drive, they're 2 for 2 on 3rd down conversions, but they need 7 yards here. Mills to throw it. And that is incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
The kick by Fairbairn is good. And that will cut the lead back down to 3 at 13-10. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Traylon Burks headed back out with the rest of this offense. He's doing what he's capable of, having a solid game. Not the most amazing game. He's not over 100 yards, but a good game so far.
And you just know that mentally, he feels like he's one catch away from turning it into a great game and starting on that road. And the defenders are well aware of that, too. They've got to figure out a way to not let that escalate. Keep him right in this zone here and call it a day, because otherwise he can really decimate them.
Better believe they are well aware of his playmaking ability.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved, because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
Now a first down throw, Tannehill. And this one is incomplete.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
To throw again on 2nd down, Tannehill. They'll roll him out right. This is Jeff Swain, the tight end. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Man coverage on the left side, so I really like the design of this play, because they opened up the field and brought their tight end the other way on a crossing route. That's a lot of ground to cover if you're a defender. I've been there before, unable to stay with his man there.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Again, it's Henry. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 42 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
4 yards remain for 2nd down. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Just beating the play clock now. It's Tannehill. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Jalen Petrie picks it off. And the Texans are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. Mills on first down. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. That catch, by the way, number 505 of his career. That ties him with a couple of other tight ends for the pass, Frank Wycheck and Dallas Clark.
And those guys are excellent players, but how about what we're seeing right now? 505 and rising. What a nice career he's put together.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and it's second down. They should have got more out of that, though. He was wide open.
I love how emphatic you are with that call, because that's exactly what I was thinking. Wide open in the flat. Give him a ball that he can use to get upfield with, not just catch and go over the sideline. They cost themselves some yardage there.
And he's down into the red zone at the 15 after a gain of 15. First and 10. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
And when you're throwing the ball downfield really well like they have been on this drive, it's really a nice time to work one of the screen plays in. One of my favorite play callers in the game has always told me he starts every game with 10 to 12 screens, because if he starts feeling the pressure from the defense, he uses it.
Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Caleb Farley. And now off to the races, down the right side. Past the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Offside, defense.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Again, it's Mills. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Ball sits on the 10, second and 5. Mills now. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Brevin Jordan, his first touchdown on the year. And the Texans will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. From the 10. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Derrick Henry trots back out there and gets ready to go. So good this season, well on his way, as you see, to a 1,000-yard campaign. Is he almost having the type of year to where you say, let's let him get his and we'll control everything else?
That's one way to go about it. Personally, I go about it differently.
Under pressure, and he's going to go down. Tannehill sacked. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Back to throw, Tannehill. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now, just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Phillips. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Out of the gun, Tannehill. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Tannehill. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
That could have been a huge play, but give the defender credit. Stayed calm, stayed collected, and kept himself in a position to make a play on the ball without a penalty.
Here's Tannehill. Open man is Burks, and he's got him. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. To the air again, Tannehill. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
He took a shot there, but boy, was that ill-advised from my viewpoint. Coverage was awfully tight. How did he get away with that one not being picked off?
And that is no good. And that will keep this a 4-point game. So we've reached half. Well, I know we hold off on the halftime update after all. Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the 3rd quarter. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So here are the Texans to take over. They've dropped 4 straight games coming into this one, remember, but they have the lead here. A run by Pierce begins the second half. And he's got some space here. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his own line and just went.
So there's 2 ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
From just shy of midfield, Mills. Over the middle, he's got Tyrell Williams. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 30. A good pickup there at 22. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Pierce gets this one running right. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustment, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
Mills throw taken in there by Cooks. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. Mills. And that will be incomplete. Something we haven't really seen much of from him. An incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
Fairbairn able to put this one through, and that'll make this a 7-point game. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though. 3 points for the opening drive of the third quarter. Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll start with a give to Henry. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 69 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. They'll run it again with Henry. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. The time is called. Looks like a member of the Titans in some discomfort out there. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll bring up 4th down.
I thought maybe when he caught it, he'd have a good chance of getting that first down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
They'll run. It's Henry. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. Some more great football coming your way in prime time to wrap up the month of October. It starts tonight. Could it be a Super Bowl preview? The Packers and Bills from Buffalo at 8:20 Eastern. And then tomorrow, Halloween night, Monday Night Football, the Bengals and Browns from Cleveland. And how this game has changed in importance in recent years. That starts at 8:15 Eastern. Now on 2nd and 13. Mills. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
3rd and long for Mills. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Pierce now up the middle. And he'll get it inside the 35. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. To throw, Mills. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this will remain a one-touchdown game.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over. And that's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And he'll work down inside the 45.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, helped their...
Going to Woods, but that pass is intercepted. Picked off by Steven Nelson. And the Titans are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. So cancel the interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play, but now it's all for naught.
Inside handoff, Henry. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. 2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. Now Tannehill. And that's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
He finds his man, complete. It's Phillips. And it's a Titans touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Titans take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And that will tie things at 20 all. Fitting for what's been a tight ball game. We're all even at 20 now as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now out comes Houston. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Nice run defense presented there, and what I mean by that is discipline. Guys filling the right gaps in the right holes, no one over-pursuing, and making a very nice play.
And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Zach Cunningham rolling in to get the sack. So now after the sack, Mills and the Texans needing to navigate a 3rd and long. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete.
I would dare say that these guys would have liked to have given their defense a little bit more rest since they gave up a touchdown their last time out. But alas, my man, that's not going to happen.
Yep, they're going to have to grab those helmets, get right back out there. Let's take it inside his own 40. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at the 45. They begin with Henry. The time is called. Looks like a member of the Titans in some discomfort out there. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Henry again on 2nd down. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be third and about a foot or two. A 20th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 96 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
They find some open field here. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down. Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. On second down, here's a run from Haskins. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on third down. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. And yet again, nowhere to run. This time maybe we'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Back now in Houston. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. Bullock's kick is good, and they have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
After the field goal now, it's Bullock to kick it away. From the 6. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Houston set to take over. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. 1st and 10 now for Mills and the Texans at their own 25-yard line. They'll get things started with a carry by Pierce. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Working out of the gun, Mills. And complete, right side, the tight end Rudolph. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. 3rd and 7 now.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
He's letting it fly for Cooks. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Cameron Johnston now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Fielded just inside the 20. That'll wind up being a 50-yard punt, though they do get 10 back on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. A shotgun handoff to Henry. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Boy, tight game like this, fourth quarter, personal foul penalties, a no-no. Yeah,
we know the emotions are running high. The tensions are the same. Who can control them best could ultimately win it.
After the penalty, it's Henry. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Here's Tannehill now on second down. Open man downfield is Woods. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A gain there of Lovie Smith. He's seen plenty of challenges in his time as a coach, and he's going to throw the red flag on this one. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay.
So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. A first down carry for Henry. And he's got room. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 115 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Now a first and 10 at the 11. Again, it's Henry. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
The tackle made at the 3-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Henry up the middle. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Derrick Henry. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Titans are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead. Bullock good on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. So the drive there took 6 plays, and Derrick Henry able to finish it off with a touchdown run. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. Fielded right around the 8. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. Yeah, the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. They'll start on the ground with Pierce. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
That was a terrific play, causing a loss. As a middle linebacker, simple. You can either fill holes or you can attack them, as he did there.
Now on 2nd and 13, Mills. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Throwing, Mills. He's airing it out for Williams. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there that brings up 4th.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shot. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Mills, 4th down, got to have it. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that is incomplete. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And that will force a turnover on downs. Tannehill on first down. That's going to be caught. And they are able to stop it, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A good pickup there, 21 yards. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Henry will score. Touchdown, Tennessee. Well, this, of course, set up by the stop a moment ago on 4th down, and now that might be the score that puts this one officially out of reach.
And it's a tough one because your hands are tied when you're losing in the 4th quarter because you know you've got to make something happen. They couldn't pick up the first down, and after that, the air just went right out of the balloon, and you knew you were looking at a defeated team.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This one fielded at the 5.
From on
And here comes the Texans now. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. A first down throw from Mills. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Zach Cunningham picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack. He's airing it out for Williams. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Mills. Flushed out right. This is caught by Tate. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first. Mills to throw it. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Mills again. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. To Pierce, they set up the screen. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Now Mills. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And they'll throw again. Here's Mills. And he finds Howard complete. Down inside the 10. Touchdown! O.J. Howard, 26 yards. And the Texans have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So that drive, 80 yards, 9 plays. And it results in the Texans finding the end zone. And the Titans are going to recover the football. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Pernell McPhee, always a threat to find the QB, and he gets to him there. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Here's a throw dropped off to his fullback, and they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Here's Tannehill. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. So here is Mills and the Texans down by 10. A minute 51 on the clock. Now their losing streak in danger of continuing as they come up on first down. Mills back to throw. That's complete to Pierce. Finding room at midfield. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 25 yards there on the catch and run. Here's Mills. Over the middle, complete. It's Johnson. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. Mills' throw going into the hands of Williams. He'll get it inside the 20, and they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed a penalty, but now the entire defense has to pay the price and try and rise up and overcome it.
Touchdown, Texans! Dameon Pierce, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Texans have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So they got their touchdown, now down a field goal. Here comes the onside kick. And the Titans are going to recover the football. The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Texans going to signal for their third and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now a handoff to Henry. Brought down that time by Christian Kirksey. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and we have done in the NFL. The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time, ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
And they're going to get him down well short of the first, as he can only get this to about the 19. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of the tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
On 4th down, Tannehill. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. So a little icing on the cake there before the clock hits all zeros.
What a way to finish things off. Exactly what you want. Not much time and a touchdown to put things away.
Extra point up and good by Bullock. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. So that last touchdown sealed it their partner, and then the kickoff there at the end, just a formality to knock the final seconds off and send everyone home.
Yeah, it's awfully nice when you're kicking off late, knowing that even if you give up a big return or a touchdown, it doesn't matter, right? You mentioned the word formality. Good job by them putting themselves in that situation where kicking off did not matter.
So for the Titans, they move back over 500 now at 4-3. And they'll have another road date next week with the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for the Texans, things are definitely going south quickly as they fall now to 1-6. And they'll try again next week at home against Philadelphia.